Hello everyone, PallyTime here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we're taking a look at LiLi, the little panda that could. I actually have so many good memories of this character, even though I only got it to level 14. I haven't played it very much at all. I have so many fond memories of like walking down and split pushing in the alpha when the jug of 1000 cups actually healed everything around you. Just get a big minion wave and go support it. That kind of was so fun. There was also, I swore the first 30 seconds, now I have to censor it. Also, the water dragon of LiLi in recent times, in the last few months, actually, let me check the date on that. Yeah, actually, March of this year, LiLi received yet another rework with a big emphasis on making the Cloud Serpent talents better and also removing some of the mandatory talents that Blinding Wind kind of took up in the talent tree. So a lot of the builds for LiLi are actually representing that quite well. Difficult to see what her current win rate is on this newest patch, but I mean, I don't think she received any changes. But using the last 3 patches as our source material, LiLi is sitting at a 46.83% win rate, a popularity of 13%, and a ban rate, believe it or not, of 4%. Why would you ever ban LiLi? Maybe this is another Kael'thas example. I'm not going to dig deeper right now. We'll leave that mystery up in the air. Back in the day, Cloud Serpent used to vary with the attack speed of the target that you put it on. This was like super duper early back in the alpha or the beta, and not a lot of characters really took advantage of it super well, but Tychus does exist, and he has one of the fastest attack speeds in the game. So if Tychus was unloading on someone and you gave him the Cloud Serpent, all of a sudden it was like he was shooting too many guns. It was actually ridiculous. Part of me wishes that feature was still there, but then part of me remembers that Tracer exists, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. In the video, I talked about a change that felt like a few years ago, where the jug of 1000 cups can be canceled early to get cooldown reduction back if you just don't need it anymore. That rework, I looked it up because I was curious when it was all the way back in 2017. Bro, where has the time gone? LiLi's always been one of those characters that I recommend to new players, but then when I pick her up, I just immediately feed, and I don't know why that is. It's like there's nothing complicated about LiLi. You just have to position near a teammate and hold down Q, and then you're healing them, and that's it. Your Cloud Serpent can heal as well, but if the friendly target you put the Cloud Serpent on moves away from someone, that's out of your control. All you could do is simply cast it. Yeah, whenever I pick up LiLi, I just assume I'm immortal and just start walking into stuff to proc my trait and then die very, very quickly. Anyway, getting rambly. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I believe I did 3 practice games going into this match. Keep that in mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Braxis Holdout. Had to wait a really long time for my matches today. I wonder if it's because Rhaegar just got that rework, so a lot of people are queuing as supports, and that's, you know, clogging up the system. Only so many games can accept supports, right? The other team has to have one too. I don't know. Anyway, I did want to go for some kind of dragon setup here. I think it'd be cool with the team. Unfortunately, we don't have any front line, so I feel like getting more healing out is probably going to be better. Healing Brew's cooldown is reduced by 1 second, and its mana cost is refunded if it heals a hero under 50% health. This is going to be free drinks at level 1. LiLi's abilities. Her Q is the Healing Brew. You just hold it down. Just hold down Q the entire game. Our W ability is Cloud Serpent. We can attach this to an ally, and that serpent will also attack enemies nearby. Our E ability is, I don't know what it's called, please hold. Our E ability is Blinding Wind. This allows us to send out wind towards our enemies that does stop them from being able to land auto attacks shortly. There are a few talents that could support that skill quite well, but I don't know how many of those I'm going to be going for today. However, that being said, the enemy team does have a lot of really scary stuff going on, so maybe getting some blinds isn't the worst thing I could do. Kerrigan's combos have been a little sketchy. I'm a little scared about that, but that's okay. All I have to do is continue to hold down Q for this entire game, and everything will be fine. The blind is going out. Genji deflecting some of that damage. Kerrigan diving in versus all of the adversaries here. We're going to give her a water dragon in hopes that it actually helps. Unfortunately for her, it did not. I was fully body blocked by Rhaegar there for a second, and we're going to have to really think about whether or not we're going to follow Kerrigan anymore. Because the enemy team has a butcher, I think I have to, by law, pick up the cleanse at level 7. If not, our team's going to be locked down really, really hard. They don't have any other main, like, big crowd control other than that, and the fact that he's off in the solo lane is a really good sign for us as well. He's only sitting at 6 blood so far. Kerrigan moving up. The combo did land. Rhaegar low on health, and she's jumping in with the Ravage to secure it. We're continuing to follow her up. I got a water dragon in just a second, but she's taken quite a lot of damage. The regen globe does start to refill us, though. Good damage on Genji, but not able to continue chasing. This is my 4th LiLi game, getting ready for the A through Z. I played some more earlier today, and I had the same thing where my queues just took a really long time. Really, really long time. Most of my games went really poorly. I think expanding the quick match search, they're literally just trying to put me in a game with anything that's playing. Like, why did Kerrigan go up and face check that bush? I really couldn't tell you. Really, really couldn't tell you. Why did she need to be there? I don't know. One thing I might do this game as well is get safety sprint. I know that's a little weird, but being able to give myself more armor and some movement speed might be able to get us out of some of these situations that we found ourselves in earlier. I want to make sure that I can move away from this team. Granted, the upgrade for Surging Winds is really good, and that would reduce our cooldown, and that would help me blind our enemies more. Don't get me wrong. That could be very valuable. I'm looking out for number 1 at the moment. I feel like that's important. I'm also going to start to put some more damage down on these guys. I've been playing a little passive with my auto attacks and shit that I can actually be doing. We're going to start to fix that. Kerrigan getting a camp right now. We land the blind on Tazdingo, forcing him back for just a moment. The enemy team is fully channeling. Nazeebo taking over that camp at the top and moving in for the objective up top. Kerrigan is going to secure it. I don't know if that came out clearly. Looks like Nazeebo is going to finish that off. I'm down here by my lonesome. If Jimmy leaves, I don't know what to do. There was a patch that came out today that made it so sippy cups are invulnerable until the building dies. Don't have the blind for the butcher. We have it now. Water dragon out on Nazeebo. Cloud serpent out on Nazeebo. I know what my abilities are called, okay? Still holding down Q. Being the best goddamn LiLi I can. We are starting to run a little low on mana. The regen globe beneath us has been taken. Everyone on the friendly team down here in the bottom lane. That should mean that we're able to grab this. We're going to blind those guys as they're walking in. Cloud Serpent on Jim Raynor to help keep him alive as well. And we have some pretty big bursts coming out from our Vala. That multi-shot hitting a lot of people. If you are ever curious about who your heals on LiLi are going to heal, it's very similar to Karazim. All you have to do is look at the runes underneath someone's feet. They simply get an outline if they're in range of your Q, and if you have mana, that's all you need to do. Just keep holding down the button and try to get in range of a person that actually needs the healing. Kerrigan does go down. We're going to grab this regen globe for ourselves and pick up Let's Go. So if the butcher does charge in on any of our allies, we should be able to help them out. That being said, butcher's up in the top lane taking that over. We have our sippy cup again. I'm going to go down and get that. Man, this is distracting. I'm getting a spam phone call on my phone that's right in my pocket. It's just shaking everything. Really distracting. Okay. Jimmy's coming back down, so this will be a 3-on-4, I think. I think they have 4 in here. The blind does hit Dingo, reducing the damage that Vala will be receiving. With Jim Raynor coming in, we're going to give him the Cloud Serpent. Butcher rotated down here, so this is everyone on the enemy team. Kerrigan going with the flank is trying to grab the objective. However, we're going to need to get over to her pretty soon. She's actually backing out the other way, so she's totally fine. I was moving in range to get ready for the cleanse, but it looks like we don't need to do that. Butcher is hit with the blind. Doesn't look like he's going to be charging anyway. 70 seconds left on our sippy cup. I kind of need this. Hold on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Chill, bro, chill. There is a level 1 talent that can help with our mana regen quite a lot. I did not go for it today. Kerrigan taking some damage as she's walking through the team, but everything looks totally fine. I think I missed the regen globe in the middle lane, which kind of sucks. 50 seconds on the sippy cup. Good combo. Oh, just barely misses, but the Ravage is able to jump in and secure it. I've heard from people that the Rhaegar changes, like he's looking pretty strong. Someone was saying earlier that he feels a little overpowered. There's the cleanse. There's the blind. There's the serpent. Let's get him down. Nice. Azmodan is doing a lot of damage, and Gidgee jumping in on our Vala. That is LiLi's weakness. Targeting our heals on the person that needs it the most sometimes can be difficult. And there is a delay in between actions as well. She keeps just hot dropping. She's just hot dropping the stun. I'm gonna stop focusing on it too much. I don't want to sound like I'm picking on this person. That's not what I'm intending to do at all. Unfortunately for Kerrigan, I am going to have to split off away from her, as that damage would have been lethal to me. We also used our fast feet thing to give myself a little bit of armor to hopefully get out of there. Now that level 10 is here, we can pick up the jug of 1,000 cups and use this to keep our allies alive all around us. Dingo with the invulnerability, staying alive long past his expiration date, but he is taken down now. With 4 members of our friendly team down here, we should be able to take this building, no problem. We're gonna give the Cloud Serpent to Jimmy. I really do like the Cloud Serpent build. I did a couple practice games with that just to see how I was gonna like it, and I was really looking forward to playing that. I was hoping we would get some kind of tank in here. I feel like it's really good with like bruisers and tanky front lines, because you could set it on them, you know they're gonna be in melee range, you know they're gonna be taking damage. That was the jug of 1,000 cups. We just used it to heal up everyone around us in an area. I suppose I could just press my trait just to get some mana back, but it actually looked like that was pretty minimal, so I won't be doing that again. Dingo coming in with the flank. Nazebo getting hit really hard, and we do not have any blinds. Here it is now. Oh, Violet does live, but the bottom lane is getting shoved in. Never mind. Azmodan had the last laugh above us. We see Gem Rainer running desperately away from a Butcher, and that Butcher, unfortunately, is way outside of my area of influence. The enemy team moving in on us now. We're just going to pop our trade and keep on keeping on. 30 seconds for my sippy cup, so I'm going to go back and get full mana as we lose that bottom building. Nazebo, I probably could have saved him, but he stayed a long time. We can't control that. Jug of 1,000 cups coming off cooldown right now. This does have some new functionality. I say that, I mean, it's been there for like 3 years now, but it works different than it used to. Whereas if you cancel it early, you do get some of the cooldown back a little faster. Trying to use my new trait to stay alive here, and it looks like it worked relatively well. However, the enemy team does grab this mercenary camp. Not the biggest deal at the end of the world. We did trade really positively there, getting 2 kills for our team. And like I said, that merc camp goes down pretty fast. One thing I want to do is immediately go for that objective, because it's going to be up in just 10 seconds. If we can clear this lane, that would be really, really good. Let's put the Cloud Serpent on me and just kind of auto attack our way over there. Butcher up top, probably just charged in. Nazebo looks like he's totally fine. I'm going to ping for assistance here. I don't think everyone needs to leave to go fight a Butcher, but that's exactly what's happening. So I guess we're going to be leaving too. 20 seconds on the jugs. Maybe we won't need it. It's not looking that great. Oh, Violet is so squishy, taking so much damage from his team as they're pushing in. We're also behind on XP now. Kerrigan moving right up to the front line. I hope she stays alive. If she doesn't, unfortunately, she kind of signed her own check there. Rhaegar moving in. I'm going to try to move here and body block him in this position. It worked perfectly. Unfortunately, couldn't do anything for Jimmy, and Azmodan is hitting me really, really hard. Can we slow him down? Cloud Serpent on me. Perfect. There we go. We get 100% of the objective because yours truly went down to the bottom lane and made sure that we got it. Unfortunately, we are across the map from where it's actually pushing. I'm going to get Gale Force and increase our blind duration. Just try to keep that active on the Butcher or Dingo when they jump in. And I mean, blinds are really good against Rhaegar too. At least they used to be. I don't actually know what went into his rework in any way, but if he's still getting into that wolf form and still diving at people, there's still a lot of value there. The Zerg Wave is going to take down the tier 1 defenses down in the bottom lane as we are reconvening with our team down here. 8 seconds left on the jug of 1,000 cups. Wow, look at Rhaegar's healing. He's really pumping it out. Really pumping it out. Friendly team moving up to the building line. Great catch on the enemy Rhaegar. I'm moving in. Here's the blind. Auto-attacking. Is it enough? Yes, it is. We take him down. The jug of 1,000 cups just out of range of our LiLi. I should actually cancel that early because of that. The wind does take down the Butcher as we're continuing to push in. And we still do technically have a little bit of the Zerg Wave left here, although not much. Azradan for the enemy team was still continuing to push the top lane. That's what we're rotating up to stop right now. But it looks like he caught wind of this rotation and decided to back up. I'm going to stay on this bush, make sure we have vision of this area, make sure the team is okay. It looks like everyone's fine. Luckily for me, I haven't had to use Let's Go very much. I'm not good at cleanses. In fact, I'm really not good at supports in general. I looked at my total statistics. Wow, that was hard to say. And support is like lower by like 7% than my average win rate with most other classes, with most of the roles. Kind of surprised. I do definitely play it the least, especially when I'm playing with friends. We always have someone that wants to play support, so I just let them do it. Genji moving in on the objective. We're going to catch the jugs right now. It was enough to keep our Kerrigan alive. That Azradan dunk hurt really hard. Here's the cleanse on Nazebo. He didn't even need it. He went into a stasis all on his own. I'm kind of body blocking him right now. I'm sorry about that, bro. I'm sorry about that. Kerrigan going in. That stun is not going to connect. A lot of pings going down onto the enemy Dingo. I'm going to cleanse Vala there, hoping she would be able to fly forward a little bit more, but it looks like that did not happen. Now to increase our healing at level 16, we're going to pick up 2 for 1. This simply lets us heal 2 people with RT, doubling its effectiveness, but increasing the cooldown a little bit. At least I believe it does. It increases it by 1 second, but then we already lowered it with free drinks, so it's just like it cancels each other out. We're totally fine. 14 seconds on the jugs. Rhaegar is doing something. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish way back here, to be totally honest with you. Friendly team in a great position to take over the top lane. I think one of the reasons I was criticizing my team so much is like, what am I doing? I'm holding down Q. I cast W every now and then. You know, I auto attack a little bit. There's really nothing too intensive about me. It's kind of like I'm just watching nature around me as I'm going on a hike. We do take over the top objective. The enemy team moving in for the bottom lane. It looks like Jimmy's not afraid. That may empower the Butcher. That may give him a little bit of courage, but it looks like he's not taking it just yet. We are able to heal up both Nazebo and Kerrigan, who were hit by that Azmodan orb. I'm just going to send out a blind. Kerrigan's going in. We're going to cleanse her. Jug! Keep her alive, boys! Keeping him alive! Don't worry, it's just my day job. Yeah, nothing to it. Nothing to it, really. How's the Butcher's quest going? 51! 51. The tower of the enemy team gets taken down almost immediately. We have a full objective behind us as well. Kerrigan's taking a shit ton of damage from the tower, and there's not much I can do about that. The other thing I noticed in quick match is that when I back up, everyone else backs up. I mean, we had definitely had people that were low on health there, but it seems to be a constant trend where if I'm running back to try to heal someone, all of a sudden the entire team is like, now, what were we doing on this push? Why were we here? The mana issues I was having earlier in this game are completely gone now. We have like literally been sustaining here the entire time without a care in the world. The enemy team is pushing in now. Let's make sure we cleanse our friend here. Jugs are coming out yet again, healing up Nazebo. However, I'm not going to... Here's the blind. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't have the cleanse to help out there. With Rhaegar on the flank, we're going to put the Cloud Serpent onto our Kerrigan, who should be close enough to continue to deal damage. The slow is out on the Butcher. I'm just moving in for some auto attacks now. We clear them out. We have a Zergwave on the core, and we are moving in to take down this one last building. I'm going to keep pinging on the core. We definitely need to keep up core pressure here if at all possible. If Jimmy could just walk up and like start shooting it, that would be grand. If I have to do it, I guess I can do that too. But I mean, I'm just trying to keep the shields down at this point. I don't want the shields to start regenning. Genji can kill me with a dash. We're going to blind him as he's in melee range here. I also have my movement speed increased to chase after him. We can secure that kill, no problem. We need to get back on the core before it starts healing. Jim Laner with the Cloud Serpent. Let's go. And it looks like that's going to be GG. Hey! You healed, lady. Good job. The skin looks so ridiculous. Hey, I'm actually almost at the golden ring. That's like 2 or 3 more games of LiLi, probably. Maybe 4. Maybe 4. Maybe I'm overreacting. Talents we went for in today's video. Free drinks in 2. I didn't get much use out of it, actually, but safety sprint made a lot of sense in my head, and then we ended up not really using it ever. Let's go was to counter the Butcher. I was pretty afraid of him. Jug of 1,000 cups to keep our squishy ass team alive. Gale Force was intended for the auto attackers of the enemy team as well. 2-for-1 increases our overall healing output, and at level 20, I likely would have gone for. Honestly, the increased healing. Being able to heal 2 people at a time with our ult is really, really good. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad we won this match. Oh, I really did. I wasn't in the mood to find a good one. Luckily, it found us. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon. Up next is going to be Li Ming, who just got some new skins in the new Nexus event. This thing that just happened. The Classic Pack. Legends of the Past.